Welcome to the Technoid Show. We are here today to showcase how to make almond milk, and we have 3 products, one showcasing our Numilk, Nutr, and Almond Cow.
Excuse me, whose show is this?
My show.
Your show? Are you called Technoid?
I'm Mrs. Technoid.
Oh, you're Mrs. Technoid. Oh, who gave you the name?
You.
Oops. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Michael here. Welcome back to another episode of Technoid, and that's how you do it. Welcome back, everybody. Today, I am joined alongside, as we'll use your name, Mrs. Technoid. And oh, hello. And guys, we have got a very special video for you. So almost a year ago, I made the Numilk home machine review, and it is one of my more popular videos to this day. It is still growing in popularity, but there were so many comments, so much feedback, so many hitbacks with the type of machine that it was, the type of quality that the packets were. There were a lot of competitor machines like Nutr, Almond Cow, and even people going as far as calling it Juicero 2.0. And I basically looked at all of this and said, well, you know what? Why don't we address a lot of those issues and address a lot of the comments that have been said, and why don't we take a look at the competition and figure out if Numilk can actually stack up in comparison to 2 of the most popular machines on the market. Why don't you describe the 3 machines we have in front of us?
Great. So we have 3 machines. We have the Almond Cow, we have the Nutr, and we have Numilk. And each machine has such unique features, and I think each machine brings something different to the table. And we have not done the taste test, so we are going to do that. And once we do our taste test, we will give a full review of what we think of each product.
That's a very, very good point. And the reason we saved the taste test is because we want to give you guys our first reaction. This is not pre-planned. We didn't do this beforehand. Everything you see and we're doing right now is in real time as of this recording. So, now we got that out of the way, let's talk about all 3 machines. So, starting with the Numilk home machine, I have used this machine for over a year now. This is a dedicated home machine that is designed to fit where your countertop is. You open the latch right here, you place your packets inside, close the lid, press the button, and in 1 minute, you will have freshly made oat milk, which is what we've used for all 3 machines, but you can also do almond milk, cashew, you can do pistachio, you can do other flavors, and even their new collaboration with birch coffee. But taking a look further, we also have the Nutr machine. This is another version of a plant-based milk machine, but it actually, the thing that both machines do is that they actually grind the material. So both machines do that. However, with the Nutr machine, it is in a more compact design. It also allows you for more versatility. You can mix in other things. You don't have to separate the ingredients. And then lastly, you have the traditional Almond Cow. This thing is kind of reeking of 1990s, kind of old, outdated kind of look. Listen, looks can be deceiving, but even I gotta admit, when I first looked at this thing, I think even you said it looked like a coffee machine.
It looks like an old coffee maker. And you know, the thing that I was saying is that all 3 machines, what if we could use it to make coffee, right? Like, how would that go? Just out of curiosity, milk and coffee, it all kind of blends together. I like to be a little bit of a barista at times, and I don't know, I got brewing some recipe ideas.
Barista, huh? Well, hopefully if I don't have the runs in the morning, I know you made a good cup of coffee. Okay, don't take that out of context, people. But anyway, moving on.
I make the best coffee.
We'll find that out tomorrow morning. We'll find that out. All right, now we've done that, let's talk about all 3 machines. So starting with the Almond Cow, the first thing you gotta know is that everything that comes in the box are as follows. You have a little plastic container to hold the filter, which is actually the main piece that locks into the blender. You place it in at the bottom, and then you can mix your ingredients. Now, as I said before, you have to separate your ingredients. You put the water inside of the base, along with any wet material or anything that goes into it, and then you put the dry materials in here. Then when you lift up, as you guys are seeing, you then attach the blender to the bottom. Now, there were some reports saying you could break it, but in our testing, it was very simple and easy to use. You just twist to the right and it locks in very well. Then you press the button at the top and it blends everything together. It usually takes about a minute, but in our testing we found it took about 4.5 minutes with prep time.
I do have some comments to make. So full disclosure, we use the same ingredients across all 3 machines.
With the exception of the Numilk, because we will get to the Numilk with their packet, but we use the same exact measurements for all of the 2 machines to mirror as close as possible to the original recipe of the Numilk oats formula in the packet.
So in the oat formula, there is sunflower oil, Himalayan salt, and oats, and we mixed it with water. So full disclosure, everything is the same. So when we do this taste test, we are going to see how this plays out.
Yes. Now, the first negative that I have with this machine is it made a mess. After we finished, the cleanup was very, very messy, as you guys are seeing. And honestly speaking, it's just really bulky. Now, to be fair, the Numilk machine is also bulky as well, but considering this is meant to just be a permanent fixture, and you don't really have to clean much, which again, we're gonna wait till we get to this guy. I think for me, if I wanna make plant-based milk, I wanna spend as less time as possible and not have to hassle of pre-prepping my things, also then making sure the measurements or anything like that. I don't mind if it's just simple fill up, push a button and go, but this one took excessively long in our testing. So that is the Almond Cow. Now, when we move over to the Nutr machine, I'm gonna let you take the floor because you actually made this one. So what did you find about this?
So I actually like the Nutr machine. It's very compact, it's very small, and you just mix in all of your ingredients with water, and then you press the button and there's all different temperatures. So you can actually make it warm or cold, which is really cool. So that is one thing I will give this machine. And also the cleanup on this machine is so much easier. You just throw some soap in, water, press the button, and it cleans it for you. Versus this machine where it was just a lot more of a hassle. So I am excited to taste this one because I do think this one could be Numilk's main competitor. Also with this machine, they gave you a recipe book of all different kinds of recipes that you can follow. And I'm somebody who really enjoys those types of things. So I really think that it has a really cool spin-off and it looks very, very fresh when it came out as well.
Very good point. And one thing I will add that I also actually enjoy with this machine is that not only does it give you the option of the temperature control, but also it really is a more compact version. So you're not really wasting milk. If let's say you don't want to make like a week's worth of milk or you want to make like a couple days worth of milk, you can make just the right amount. You can make a glass of milk in this. Now, maybe for some people that might be a little bit too much or too less, but for me, I appreciate that. You're wasting less and you're also making in consideration and in moderation. But again, we will see about the taste test. And then lastly is of course the bad boy in which this video was created around, the Numilk home machine. With this, it was easy. You just tear it, put it in, press the button, and in 1 minute and 42 seconds, we were able to have our milk ready to go. And I think that that is the biggest thing, is the convenience factor. Because while these 2 machines, we had a little bit more fun with this one was a lot more hassle. This one took a lot more time. We weren't even sure if we were doing it right at first. Whereas this one, we knew we did it right. And it did a better job. But this is a guaranteed convenience. You just fill it with water, place it under, you take the pouch, and you don't have to measure anything. You don't have to add your own ingredients. It's already done for you. So I think I will say, for convenience factor, this definitely takes the cake. If you're somebody who's on a quick up to go, this is the way to go. Because if you don't have time to soak your oats or to get almonds or go to the grocery store to buy the nuts or whatever, you're gonna be spending a lot of time pre-prepping even before you make the milk. So I do think that that's something to need to take into consideration. But with all that being said, how does it taste? So, we are about to find out. So, get your glasses ready. We are going to taste the milk. So starting with the Almond Cow, that just looks like water mixed with oats. It kind of smells like...
And it looks like there's like oil kind of, you see it?
Yeah, whereas with the other machine, it actually mixed the oil a lot better at the bottom and it actually looks a lot more thicker. So this one actually looks a lot more...
Nutr smells fresh.
Nutr smells fresh, but this one doesn't really smell, no. But when we go to the Numilk, this one has a nice thick complexion to it. It looks pretty good and...
It smells good.
It smells good. But now comes the taste test. Bottoms up.
Cheers.
Here's to the other side. Oh, you only drank, oh, I drank the whole thing.
That tastes like water.
Oh, no guys, I'm not even joking. And we use the same measurements for both machines. This just tastes like water with oil. You don't really taste the oats. It's like as if you just soaked your leftover breakfast oatmeal.
Yeah.
That was disgusting. All right, let's see if the Nutr can do a better job. All right. I don't think I want to drink it again. I'm gonna do it for science. Okay, a lot better. You definitely can taste the pulp of the oats. You still get that little hint of the oil, but definitely a lot more oat based. So I'll give it that, but it feels more of like a kind of like a thick, creamy kind of, not creamy like milky, but more of like you know, like oatmeal, like you know, like porridge, like that. So it doesn't really have like a milky consistency. It's more of like an oatmeal like kind of consistency, but it definitely tastes a lot better. What do you think?
Still watered down, but you taste the oats a lot more.
That's fair. And now, of course, is the Numilk. All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay. That is good. Okay. Now that tastes like proper milk, actually. I do taste the oats. It has a more sweeter taste to it.
Yes, it is sweeter. I don't think it's like super creamy. No. For me, definitely not this one.
No.
I'm definitely exiting out. Numilk, very, very good. I will say, I do like the Nutr because you do taste your ingredients very fresh, if I'm being honest. Like you do taste, like I tasted the oats a lot more fuller than in this one. But the Numilk had more of like a milk and cream texture versus this one, which one was more water-based.
And that's a fair thing. I will give you that. So when it comes down to it, which machine would you go for? So now that we've tasted all three of them, we've talked about them. This wasn't a review, guys. This was more of just to talk about the competition. I'm gonna let you go first, and I think we both can agree this is dead last. So in third place is the Almond Cow. This thing, I would just suggest avoid it. I don't care how much it is, avoid it like the plague.
I'm sorry, Almond Cow, we were very sorry.
No, I'm not sorry. That is a taste bud that I will never get back, so.
No, but I will say this for Almond Cow. If they could somehow make this product like a coffee machine, because it does look like a coffee machine, if they could blend it in some way with making a big pot of coffee, because one thing I will give it is that if they could improve the quality of the taste, it's a big machine, so if you're serving like 10, 15 people, you know, this would be better because it's a huge portion versus the others.
And I agree with that. So, to be fair, taking my sarcasm out of the way, there is potential for it. But I still would put it in third place. It's not something that I would say I'd be satisfied drinking. So now we get to second place. So what would you put in second place?
I feel like personally, I think these two are tied to me. They're in tie. Numilk is a great machine. It's a great product. It's convenient. It's simple. Especially Mike over here. He's not gonna want to sit here making oats. He needed me today. Anyway.
What?
Love you. Anyway, Numilk is a great machine. It's super fast. It's super easy, and I think it's a great product. I think where the caveat comes in is you see the difference where you know you're putting fresh ingredients in Nutr. And if Numilk could showcase that in their packets, what the ingredients look like, and you see the freshness and the quality is still there, I think this would be number one.
I think when it comes down to it, both machines have their advantages. I really like the Numilk for its convenience factor, but I also like the Nutr because you are able to put your own, and it is a little bit more versatile than the Numilk machine. Even I have to admit that. This is more of just a mixer, this is a blender with a heater and more. But where the comparison stops is the taste, and that is where Numilk makes up its ground with that taste and quality. So it really comes down to, what do you prioritize? If you want the transparency of what you're putting in your milk, and if you want something that you think is going to deliver more of what you want, then you should go with the Nutr machine. because the Nutr machine is a good machine, but at least you know what you're putting in. However, if you don't have that time, if you're a person that's on the rush, wants to have it made and set for a week, and if you are someone that prioritizes the flavor, then you gotta go with the Numilk. Because I think out of all three of them, this was the best tasting one of the batch.
Yeah.
But now the question comes is, what do you guys think? So why don't you write your thoughts down in the comments below. Let me know, what do you think of all three machines that we've tested? I know I'm gonna get hit with a lot of comments saying we did something wrong, so that'll be pleasing to read. But we enjoy you guys staying for this video. We enjoy you guys watching. If you didn't like the video, hit the like button. If you dislike the video, you can hit the dislike button. It helps circulate my videos as well. As always, everyone, thank you so much for watching. I will see you all in the next episode. Thank you once again, Mrs. Technoid. You have been a lovely, lovely help. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Take care, stay safe, and peace!